So I just left my part-time job. I'm going to my full-time job. And I've been hearing it from more people. People I know and people online. More people are starting to either move back to their parents' house or move in to a house with roommates, or they're getting a second job, or both of those things. More and more it feels like we are in the sink or swim economy. No politician is going to make this any better for anybody. They can do some things to kind of alleviate the pain, but this is what it is. This is what it is. And it's strange when you grow up knowing your parents and your grandparents. I mean, they say it all the time. Everyone's saying all the time, and I'll just repeat it, that, you know, your dollar does not buy as much as it used to. You can't just have one job and have it all like you used to. It's just not the economy we're in. It sucks, and I get it. We could ramble on all day about that, but life doesn't care about your little quips, about your little complaints. The economy doesn't care about your little complaints. Doesn't care what situation you're in. Doesn't care what situation I'm in. We're all in this sink or swim economy together right now. And I think people are just trying to find ways to survive and hopefully thrive. You know, I work 2 jobs and I live at my parents' house because that's the only way I can get ahead. And thank God for that. I've been at my parents' for over a year now, and it has definitely paid off. If I was living by myself and renting, I can assure you I'd be struggling. I can make the payments, but I'd be struggling. But that's the thing, is one major incident can change all that. You get into a major accident, or your car breaks down and needs repairs, or God forbid you have a medical emergency. All that costs money, man, obviously. And it's those sorts of interruptions that can really break a person financially. And that's the scary part about these times, is you make one wrong move, it could set you back for a while, if not possibly for the rest of your life. That's the scary part about today's economy. It didn't used to be like this. Didn't used to feel like this, but it feels like it now. And it sucks. But this is our burden. This is our generational burden, you know? I wish there was an easier way. I wish there was an easy snap your fingers fix to this, but there's not. There isn't. You have to adjust, you have to adapt, you have to do what you gotta do to survive and hopefully thrive later on, right? And that's what everyone's trying to do. They're trying to get in a house with roommates or live back at their parents. They're trying to get another job, whatever the case may be. And I know the feeling, that sort of, you kind of feel like a failure, if you move back to your parents or you can't live by yourself, it sucks. But I'll say, being over a year at my parents, totally worth it, really is. And you might feel defeated at first moving in with your parents or moving in with roommates, but then you realize, this is actually the right thing to do. This is actually the practical thing to do. This is nothing to be embarrassed about, because I mean, I've got people coming up to me telling me, hey, I wish I was in your situation living at my parents because I could save some money too. I could pay off some bills. I could pay off some debt if I lived at my parents. And it's like, yeah, you got to use whatever you can, you know? So why am I making this video? Just in case there's anyone else out there who's kind of feeling down on themselves, you know? I'm spending all my whole day working today. And this is just to get ahead. You know, I keep telling myself this, that it's not going to be like this forever. You know, this is just a temporary part of my life where I have to take advantage right now of the situation I'm in so that I can get ahead financially in the future. So, what I won't accept is sort of this doom-pilling, black-pilling attitude towards the situation we're in. Yes, I know it sucks. I know we could complain till the cows come home, but it doesn't do anything. And my point is, you're here now. Take the steps to get to where you want to be in a year or two, or more, however long you have to take. I know that a lot of people are looking at their lives right now and saying, this is not exactly how I thought it would be. This is not exactly what I thought it would be. And yeah, kind of sucks, but also you got to think it could be way worse. You could be living out in the streets. You could be living in a third world country. Do I want to be working all day like this? No, and it's not every day like this, but again, I keep telling myself, just keep going, just keep saving money, take advantage of the situation you're in, and you'll be on to your next phase in life. So just try to enjoy this to the best you can until you get to a point where you don't have to do this anymore. So that's it. You know, I just wanted to make this video hopefully as an encouragement to anyone out there. You're not the only one going through it, and keep going. And if you feel like some apprehension about making a change in your life so that you can get ahead financially and in other ways of your life, then move back to your parents and don't beat yourself up over it. Move in with your friends into a house. Maybe you'd rather be living by yourself. I'd rather be living by myself, trust me. It's not, you know, we all feel that, but this is what it is right now, and I accept it. I don't have to like it. I don't have to feel good about it. In fact, I kind of hate it, but like I said, could be worse. So keep going, folks. That's all we can do. That's it. Take care. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Peace.